Hello, I'm Adrian, and welcome to the very first episode of Fight Scene Breakdown. Despite being such an important aspect in several movies, rarely any critical attention is ever paid to any climactic showdown. And this is exactly what I'm going to be analyzing here. We're going to take a closer look at every component of a fight scene and go through what makes it great or not so great. For the first episode, I wanted to analyze a fight scene that actually motivated me to go back into studying martial arts after leaving it when I was a kid, and that is the Burly Brawl and Matrix Reloaded. The choreography of this fight is outstanding in that not only does it mesh well within the gravity-defying world of the Matrix, there's an incredible flow to every one of Neo's moves, and it is so much fun to see him quickly dispatch all the Agent Smith clones. What was dealt with especially well is that although Keanu Reeves trained extensively for the role, he was not a trained martial artist such as legends like Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan, but the choreography given to him matched his skill perfectly. There's a large emphasis on wide, sweeping, very pronounced movements that is very reminiscent of Hong Kong cinema, and yet it goes by fast enough that it doesn't feel like a highly choreographed ballet like some Hong Kong films do. By the time Neo gets the pole out of the ground, we are treated to incredibly acrobatic and stylistic gravity-defying movements that make use of having so many characters around. It eventually devolves to impossible but really cool looking finishing moves. Nothing can ruin great choreography like bad camera work or choppy editing, and thankfully this fight sequence has none of that. The camera is mostly kept at a distance from the action, letting you see how each move connects to another perfectly. There's also a great build-up leading to grabbing the pole from out of the ground. Just when you think things might be getting a little overwhelming, out comes a makeshift bow staff with its excellent whooshing sound. What should also be mentioned is the long CG sequence at the latter portion of the fight. I remember this standing out to me in theaters, thinking I was watching a really well-rendered cutscene, but what the filmmakers wanted to achieve is one long continuous shot where they can move and position the camera wherever they'd like. What always makes a well-presented fight scene even better are undoubtedly the stakes and the story. If we as an audience clearly understand the characters and know why they are fighting, that makes for an enjoyable fight. The film does a good job of showing why Agent Smith is fighting Neo to attempt to take over his body and conquer the Matrix, but the only place where the fight loses a bit of its meaning is the ending. After an incredibly long, breathtaking fight, it concludes with Neo feeling overwhelmed and flying off. It's a funny beat to show the Smith's silent resignation, but it robs the fight of its impact because the obvious question in everyone's head at this point is why did he even bother fighting him in the first place? Sure, several logical answers exist, but that question should never pop up in a viewer's head. A fight should happen because there is no other way to resolve the conflict, and a fight should have a definitive end to it. The Burly Brawl is one of my favorite fight scenes, and it goes to show that it's possible to make a very long, entertaining fight sequence without cutting to other story beats, and to just enjoy the sequence. Subscribe if you liked the video, and let me know in the comments below what you think of the fight scene, and what other fight scene you would like to see me analyze. It can be animated, between two people, one versus many, any and all fight scenes are taken into consideration. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Godzillarex. See you next time.